Hey guys, the Explorer of Horror here. Welcome back to some more reviews, and welcome back to the Herschel Gordon Lewis reviews. Like I said, I've been skipping a lot of movies along the way, and it's probably for good reason. Uh, I'll be getting to those in the live stream I'll be doing eventually on Herschel Gordon Lewis. I'll be covering pretty much all of his films. There's some movies I still haven't watched that I guess I gotta watch if I'm gonna do that, but you know, we'll get to that sometime down the road. But I wanted to cover his big movies that I really either enjoyed for the most part, or just films that, more of his more popular films, more talked about films. And this is one of them. And that is 1970's The Wizard of Gore. And it's a 5.2 on IMDb. And this is a fan favorite. A lot of people love this movie. A lot of people say it's one of his better films. I know at this time the lead actor Ray Sager, who was in Just for the Hell of It, I know he was working with Herschel Gordon Lewis for a minute. I don't know if he was in the Gore Girls. I don't think he was. But Wizard of Gore, all it is you got this guy, Montag the Magnificent, this wizard doing tricks, and he does these illusions where he kills these people on stage in graphic, gory detail, and it's really complicated because, like, he kills them in a gory fashion on stage. The audience just sees a simple trick, and when the trick is done, when the people leave, because I guess they really didn't die on the stage, they end up dying later on down the road. And so he's killing these people. For some reason, we're seeing a lot of gore, even though he's not really killing them until way down the road later. So it is kind of a confusing thing going on where it's like, okay, why are we seeing this gore? If he's not really killing them, then what's the point of him doing all this? Like, it's kind of weird. But that's basically the story. I guess the whole illusion thing is to give them an excuse to show up some gore. So it's whatever. It's Herschel Gordon Lewis, so I'm not really gonna focus too much on that, on the detail of the story. But this one, I gotta be honest, man. I gotta be honest. It was one of the ones I was very, very hyped for. This is the one in the box set that took me a while to get to, because I had to get through a ton of other movies to finally get to it. And I'm not a big fan of it. I'm really not. I'm talking about it because it's one of his more popular ones, and of course, if I'm going to be talking about individual reviews of Herschel Gordon Lewis, people are probably be wondering, okay, what about Wizard of Gore? That's one of his bigger films. And I don't think this movie works. And I'm a Herschel Gordon Lewis fan. I love Blood Feast. I love Scum of the Earth. I love 2000 Maniacs. I really enjoyed Call Me Blood Red. The Gruesome Twosome's okay. I think She Devils on Wheels is a very well-made movie. The Gore Girls is okay. So I don't hate all of his movies. But this one, I'm really not a big fan of. Because, number one, it's very boring. And how it's boring, I have no clue. I have no clue how you make this movie boring. I don't know if it's because of the runtime, because it has a runtime of 1 hour and 35 minutes. And it's like, it's a bit longer for Herschel Gordon Lewis, so maybe that affected it. This is a plot that just doesn't go anywhere. It's the same trick over and over again, where this couple is wondering, who's doing these murders? They go to a show. They see somebody having this trick done on them. They find out later on that the person involved in the trick died. And it's always Montags being real over the top. And I didn't really care about this character Montag. He's just a really cliche magician type of character, just over the top, bombastic, and it wasn't funny to me. So maybe that's also what it is. This wasn't funny to me, because he's speaking like this, and what comes up must come down. So they say. And it's just like, I didn't care about this character. It was lame to me. The gore was okay. I mean, it was fun seeing the gore effects, people getting their stomachs cut open, and I will admit the gore in this movie does look a bit better than the other ones. Even though they're still doing the same kind of trick where it's just, sheep entrails and, animal parts and stuff, or animal guts, and they're just painting it red with some red paint. But I mean, it looked a bit better. There's, scenes of, a woman gets like a stake, hammered through her head. I think someone gets their head cut off. If not, then I must be mistaken, obviously. But I think someone does get their head cut off by a guillotine. But I might be mistaken on that. It's just a movie that doesn't really go anywhere. It's just the same thing. That kind of, part of the story happens over and over and over again, and you're waiting for these dumb idiot lead characters to realize this guy's the killer. And by the time they do, they try to do like 5 twists at the end of the movie, and it's all lame. And it just doesn't go anywhere. That's basically the plot of the movie, is this chick, this, reporter chick, and her boyfriend go to the show, and somehow the chick, I guess by illusion, is being drawn back to these shows and being like, no, please, let's go back to the show. It's like, why? This dude's obviously murdering people. Even if they're not being murdered on stage, he's murdering them down the road. These idiot lead characters, I hated these lead characters. They were just stupid. Obviously not realizing this guy's the killer until about the end of the movie. So you have that over and over and over again of them just going to the show and not realizing what's going on. So it's a repetitive movie. The story doesn't really go anywhere. It's not funny to me. It's not interesting. I guess the only thing you can go to it for is the gore. And I know most people are like, well, that's what these movies, the point is, Why else would you watch Blood Feast? I think Blood Feast is a better looking movie than this. The colors, the technicolor use of that movie, just everything being so bright and well lit. The acting felt a bit more fun. It had a better killer. This guy in the first one with the, spray painted eyebrows and hair and acting all crazy. I do cater to more unusual affairs. I love that guy. I love that dude's acting. I think he's a better killer. This dude's a boring killer. All he does is, here, see this trick. See a show you've never seen. But it's just so, lame to me. It's so lame. And he's, of course, got the cape and the hat and the wand. It's like the most cheapest generic wizard. And it's not fun to me. That's the thing. People are like, well, what are you expecting, Nate? It's not fun. It's not entertaining. This movie's just really... I think it's... The lighting is also just the way it looks. It's not as colorful as, Blood Feast. I think 2000 Maniacs is a lot more fun than this. It's just nothing funny about it. It's a slower paced movie. The plot goes absolutely nowhere. And by the end, they're just, here's a twist, another twist, another twist. And it doesn't work at all. And it's just real lame to me. I think that's overall my thoughts on it. It just kind of sucks. It's just not fun, not entertaining. The gore is the best part about it. And I mean, I know most people are like, well, it's always for the gore. It's like, well, I get more enjoyment from other movies he's made more than just it being all about the blood and gore. So to me, this movie just didn't have anything to it besides the gore. It didn't have anything else to it. It was just boring. But anyways, I'm going to give Wizard of Gore a 2 out of 5. It's just, it's a swing and a miss. It didn't quite hit as the other ones did. But anyways, y'all, that's my review on Wizard of Gore. If you've seen this movie, comment down below your guys' thoughts on it. I will also be leaving a link to my Instagram and Letterboxd in the description below. So if you guys want to follow me on there and see what I'm up to on Instagram and Letterboxd, those will be in the description below. But anyways, y'all, 2 out of 5 from me. And that's going to do it for my review on Wizard of Gore. It's probably going to be a very controversial review because I know a lot of people love this movie. I don't get it. It's boring. it's idiotic, and it's just nothing. I didn't really get anything from it. But anyways, y'all, that's going to be it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy on me in the comments, please. But anyways, that's going to do it. You guys have a good night, and the Explorer 4 is out. See you guys later. Peace.